Hello everybody, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Definitely comment on this video if you can. See which direction you want us to go with this. I think I'll throw this in the rotation. Throw this on my Saturday night that I record. I usually record super late at night, so the videos technically aren't going to be up till the wee hours of the morning of the next day. So if you are new here, please subscribe. And basically what my schedule would be: Sunday nights I play live, play anything. Monday night I do SnowRunner with the main game. Tuesday night Sunday is gonna be, Sunday or Monday it's gonna be FS22 because it's gonna be out. But Tuesday will be my FS22 game on Elm Creek. Wednesday will be SnowRunner on a miscellaneous map. Thursday will be FS22 on whatever the one with H is. I haven't got the game, so Hoyt Belleron or whatever it is. Friday will be FS19, playing the Micro Polish map, at least until we're done with what I'm trying to do. And then this night will be pure farming. Actually, I probably should fit the third map, so I may adjust that accordingly and fit the third map FS22 into one night, maybe Wednesday night instead of the miscellaneous SnowRunner night. And then on this Monday night when we play SnowRunner, play whatever. But anyway, commenting on this video as far as which direction you want us to go with this, how you want me to play this. I think this would be a good time to play this again, because even though it is old, you can compare it to FS22 because it's got a lot of all the same vehicles, and you can do pretty much all the same stuff. So right now we are on my save game that was for just the clean energy for the solar panels and the wind turbines. I did a bunch of different scenarios to see what would be more profitable after 30 days. So I have a bunch of other save games that we could play, or we could kind of either one of two ways: start from the beginning in the career mode, or start from the beginning in free farming and just figure out how much money you want to start with, because this game you can start with however much money you want. So as far as my save games were, my first one was, I started with $1 million. After day 30 it was negative 58% profitable, but I own a ton of stuff. My second save game was, I started with $25,000. After day 30 it was negative 51% profitable, but I think I screwed up and on day 30 bought a tractor. So before that it was flipped the other way at 58% positive. And then after day 30 I accidentally saved it over with this save game. Excuse me, which would have been my clean energy save. My other save game used to be what this one was, and I screwed up and I ended up changing it into just doing pigs in potato fields. Then I have another save game that's only doing crops. That was 51% profitable after day 30. I have one that's only greenhouses. It was 50% positive after day 30. I have one that's only orchards. It was negative 51% after day 30. I have one that is all animals. Looks like it was 53% positive after day 30. That's the game that won. I got little notes in here I can't read. After day, looks like I might have played it up to day 60, and it was negative. It was bouncing back and forth between negative and positive 50% because I was buying a lot of stuff. Then I have a save game that we were playing on in the last couple videos when I was taking a look back at this game, and that was my country and travel included game, where we went to all the different countries. So day 30 was 52% positive, so that was actually pretty close, surprisingly. at least surprising to me. In my last save game, it was the career mode. After day 30, I was negative 51% positive. But by day 33, I was flipped the other way to 51% positive. And then after day 59, looks like I completely restarted the game and gave myself $5 million and was only going to buy, I had certain scenarios in here where I was only going to buy class 1 or 2 fields, and that's the difference. I forgot about that. In this game, each field has its own class, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. So that's kind of, in a way, if you think about it, it's kind of similar to precision farming, because certain fields are going to yield much better than others. And in this game, that is one thing you don't make a lot of money. Right? It's hard. You really got to grind to make money. And what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I got lost. But yeah, so different class fields, so that's kind of similar to precision farming. So I was only going to do class 1 and 2 fields, and I wasn't going to use fertilizer pesticides. Was going to include the animals and have most of the field work done by workers, but that's kind of expensive. So that's kind of the workers seem to be a lot more expensive in this game than in the farming simulator games, and then the yields are way less. Actually, I still didn't find that. There is like a do I have to go into... Oh, I think you gotta go to shop. Yeah, that's what it was. When you sell your crops, where'd it go? There it is. It fluctuates. So this was going to show you all of your different. So like right now, wheat is 0%, rye is 0. So yeah, this is good. I don't even know what crops you can do in this game either. I think it's just wheat, rye, and barley. So you got wheat, you got rye, barley. They're all at 0%. Potatoes 0%, rice 0%, hemp 0%. Well, it's fine. That's actually. I bet you it's all 0 because this was my clean. Okay, so since this was my clean energy game and I haven't sold anything, I think I sold 1 field. All this is at 0. It fluctuates. It'll go up 1%, up 2%, down 1%. So that's kind of like the market in seasons. You sell it accordingly, depending upon when you're gonna make money or not. So I can kind of. We'll get to work in a second. Because basically there's not anything going on because this is my clean energy game, and I ended up looks like I must have just bought some fields or something probably, because I do own 3 fields. It says now. I own this one, which is the biggest field in the game, I think. This one is 61 acres. So you can go into this tablet's actually pretty sweet. You can figure out everything. So you can go in the statistics of the field. So field number 3 is right over by your farm. That's like your starter field basically. That's 2 acres big. It's a class 2 and they recommend putting grain on it. And then this will show you all your, when you have it, profitability of your field basically, and kind of estimates how much money you're gonna make. This game was awesome. I'm sorry. I keep it. I feel bad for these people. So then field 32 is this one that we're sitting right by. It's 61 acres. They recommend grain on it, and it's a class 1. Then field 4, no, field 39 is going to be a class 2. It's 4 acres, and they recommend root plants, so potatoes. So that's basically what's going on. So as you can see right now, we only have 26,000, whatever, you can read it, almost $30,000. And then it looks like we're making like $13,000 a day with our, yeah, this breaks it down everything too. So it's $13,000 a day on the clean energy and stuff. So I don't even know what we have. I just popped on it myself. So let's see what machines we have first. Looks like we have, yeah, it's like we have Atrip, and then we have this, the big old Deutzfahr, whatchamacallit, harvester. We have 4 of the DAFX Euro 6 trucks. It looks like they all got, I have a trailer on all of them. Yeah, it even shows your tools down in there, you're connecting everything too. So I got 2 of these Deutzfahr Series 9s. I got 1 of this E-Tour 80. I thought I had more than that actually. So that's good. They're, well, kind of good, kind of not so good, because then that means they're all over here. But I guess that's what we're doing. I wasn't going to work on this field because this field takes forever. I kind of, yeah, let's work on a different field. So I wonder if we can actually, I'm going to try something else first. Yeah, let's go to him. Let's go over to the fields that are much closer to our farm. Am I going in the right direction? Because there's multiple shops. Yeah, okay. I mean, just look how crisp these colors are, the saturation and everything. Where am I? Oh no, I think I'm at the other shop. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going again. Yeah, I could have gone either direction, that's what it was. Because I'm all the way up at the top of the map. Maybe? No. Yeah, we should have went the other way. We went the long way. I can't remember which road cuts across though. So yeah, please comment. Which direction do you want to see us go with this? Do you want me to play in one of my other save games? Do you want me to start the career over? Or do you want me to just start free farming all over again with some certain scenario of amount of money or whatever? Or just continue on with this? Because this basically is almost starting from the beginning. Okay, so the frame rate is a little bit lower. That's probably what it is. I mean, it's probably 30 frames per second or less in this game, and gets a little jumpy. I'd like to. I guess it's kind of a slight difference between the opinion I had on this always between this and the farming simulator games. Wait a minute. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of the camera. Yeah, it just didn't work. Okay. Ooh, piece of candy. So, I mean, this save game would kind of almost be starting free farming all over again because there's no crops or anything on any of the fields. But, what do you guys want me to do? Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll wait and get some of those later. So we should own this field, I think. Yep. Let's see if it needs everything. So then same thing, you kind of walk on the field and it tells everything. So it's not plowed, it's not cultivated, not sown, not fertilized. Irrigated. Some of the stuff I've been playing this so long I completely forgot about it. That's why it might almost be beneficial to play the career mode, and to show you guys what not to do, because there's like one trick in the career mode of what they don't tell you what to do, basically. So like irrigation, I don't know if that's the manure. I can't remember what the hell the irrigation was. The spraying is gonna be the water, and you can either water with trailers, unlike Farming Simulator, or it will rain in this game and make your fields wet that way too. So I mean, this game, like, damn it, this game was good. Okay, where I was going earlier, I'm talking too much in this video. Where I was going earlier was I don't know where I was going. I'm so lost. I played late, so it's after work and everything. I get all confused. That's the wrong guy, but we're gonna need him anyway too. We'll start on one of the smaller fields so we can actually get done. But then that also means, oops. My apologies. I probably will screw up a lot because I can't remember the how do I select, for example, how do I turn it there? No. So how do I turn cruise control? I can't remember the buttons. Oh, see, that looks sweet. But yeah, okay. I got it again. The one thing I liked about this game, kind of better than the Farming Simulator series, is, now, obviously, don't get me wrong, the Farming Simulator games look great. But it's almost like with those games, there's like a ever so slight cartoony feel to it, and in this game it's kind of shifted more in the other direction. It's ever so slightly, it just feels more realistic to me, at least. Some stuff, but like, and it's like the same thing, kind of like Farming Simulator, like same thing, don't get me wrong, this stuff looks great, but it's kind of almost like, you gotta be careful with this. It's kind of almost like you play that game, like one time, it's like, oh, yeah, it looks great. This game, it's like, I don't know, when I was playing it a year ago, and even just now when I'm jumping back into it, even though, like I said, it's years old, this game kind of blows me away. So you never, wishful thinking, you never know, but maybe these guys were just being, haven't said a word and are super quiet, and they've been, surprise, Pure Farming 22 releases on December 18th. Something like that, but that's not gonna happen. I don't do any research, so like, well, I did in the beginning, like trying to search to see if they were making another game, and absolutely nothing came up. So I do think it's hilarious though, like when before FS19 came out, I think it was, like, people were putting up videos with footage of this game. That kind of cracked me up. Like, they'd be advertising saying FS19 comes out on this day. It's like, that's pure farming. that's not even Farming Simulator. What are you guys doing? I mean, I totally can tell. So it's gonna be there. Here's where your goats would be, I think, if you have that DLC. I'm pretty sure this is goats. Let's jump out real quick. Check it out. Yeah, goat pen. But we can't buy that yet. And the goats will give you milk. And in this game, like, I wonder if they're like little goats. And in this game, they're all like baby animals and stuff too. So that field straight ahead of us is going to be the, I don't think I have any potato equipment. Like, how do I do that? What equipment do I have? There we go. So these are the vehicles that we did own. Looks, but I don't know what half these things are anyway. I was trying to see if we had a potato planter. I think we might. I think that might be what the Rylex 6 is. Because I don't want to do work to the potato field if we don't have anything to plant it with. So here's the, oh no, this isn't the field we own. Which one do we? What's the other field that we own? Thought it was down here. That's this one. Oh, so that's a grain field too, I thought. Oh no, that one did. No, that's the big potato field. Okay. That's one I used for when I had pigs and ducats because it's right behind my pen. But we'll start it off with the beginning field. Now we gotta get the plow. Because at least we can get the field done. This field used to take me like an hour and a half plus a couple hours to do one thing. But then you can make a ton of money as well, obviously. Keep forgetting my cruise control. And you can zoom in and out. The player, the guy himself, can be first person or... Let me see how that... I gotta figure it out. Yeah, here it is. There's more than one way to get back. This is the shorter way. Got a huge screen. Whoa. Even the road looks better. That's what I'm talking about, like cartoony and real. Like this road looks like a real road. Yeah, so the camera, okay, that's one downfall I guess so far already. The frame rate is a little choppy. Unless that's because I'm spastic with the camera or because I'm recording. But this road will cut down the middle. Then we've got to figure out how to play the game again. Figure out how to use all these tools. And then you got two ways in here too. You got that way, or this is going to be the easier way in. Get on over to the field. Plow her up real quick. There's all the turbines. So comment below. How do you want me to play this? Okay. Let's see if we remember how to play this game in the first place. Oh, is that just as far as I can zoom out? Okay, let's see how we, lower to the left, lower to, maybe we don't even have to, yeah, we don't even have to unfold it or anything. And now, move it up and down, okay. Oops. Okay, so it already was lowered. I guess that's... I know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, dude, I totally forgot about that too. Like, you can feel the resistance of the weight and all that stuff in this game, and my controller's vibrating like crazy because I'm... Or maybe because the tractor's damaged. Yeah, I think the tractors, I think, trash, so my controller's vibrating. I think that's what's going on. Like once your tractors are worn, like the controller will start vibrating, depending upon what part is messed up. Like if your steering is all messed up, like you're not gonna be able to turn or steer as well, or if your hitch is messed up, it might be dragging on the ground. I don't know, like the controller will start vibrating if the tractor's screwed up enough. Basically is what I'm getting at. Yeah, like I said, I gotta get it used to myself, so. And if you look down in the mini-map, it real time will show you what's going on, so that's actually was really helpful, like for like fertilizing and stuff like that. You could see on the mini-map which areas you missed. Not to mention, you can, I saw it earlier, yeah, the mini-map, you can zoom in and out on the mini-map. So like if you missed, it was at 98% fertilizing, you zoom all the way out, or in, or whatever works better for you, and see where you missed. Damn you, Ice Flames, make another pure farming. Just surprise everyone, and it's like, wait a minute, what is this game? Make another game, please everyone by allowing it to have multiplayer or something at least. Even in my personal opinion, like, it is, they are kind of cool and all that stuff like that, but even like branding, like licensing and stuff like that, like, I don't care if the tractors are, as long as they look good and function good and all that stuff, it doesn't have to be a, whatever, it doesn't have to be a dude's fart tractor. Kind of like, I gave up on that game, but kind of like the real farming game. It was like they were just tractors. You could tell exactly what tractor they were modeling themselves after, but they weren't branded. I definitely gotta get used to the controls though. I'm gonna take out my truck. And then even like I like the way the field looks after whatever work you did. And I used to be able to count the rows to be able to tell exactly kind of where to go, where to start. More or less line your tires up with, count over three plow rows and line your tire up in and drive down, and that's like would be the farthest your cultivator or whatever tool you're using would reach. So this was, does it tell you here too? Class 2 field, and what class this field was. Yeah, so then I guess we can go into the shop too, because my, get it away, fool. Oh, it automatically raises it. Worker B is blocked by a vehicle. See, like for example there, that's going to be, will you be able, I wonder if we'll be able to see it on the mini-map. Yeah, you can't. Like we missed a spot there. Why are those lines look different? What did I screw up? Interesting. I think it did do that though, this game, like no matter which direction you went. What is going on here? I think my tractor's having technical difficulties. Alright, let's try and put this thing back together. I'm not sure what happened there. That's actually never happened before. So I don't know if it's the tool is too damaged. See if that fixed it. I probably ran over something and I don't know. I've never had that happen before, so I can't tell you what happened. It's possible the device is trashed. Because maybe I already plowed that other gigantor field. Toasted it. Yeah, we'll totally have to go back over that because we missed all of it. Like now it's 89% plowed, it says. Yeah, I had to just hit something. Threw it on its side. Maybe. Let's say it was having technical difficulties there for a second too. So after this, maybe we'll just run into the shop. Kinda want to get one field done though. In its entirety. And then they take 3 days to grow. So you got time to do other stuff. Almost. Let's get this in a couple spots we missed. And you can't like, at least as far as I remember, you can't like do lands, you can't connect fields. The field, whatever fields you have, or whatever fields you have, whatever sheds you have, or whatever sheds you have. Wherever the greenhouses and animal pens and all that stuff, they are where they are. So let's see if it goes to 100 after this. Yep, so 100%. 100% plowed. I probably should, so... now we need to cultivate. And I can't remember if it mattered what order you did things in this game. as far as like fertilizing. Alright, so I think up is down and down is up. This doesn't take anywhere near as long. So that kind of just like farming, so that thing on the bottom must be your health of your vehicle. But this one, if I remember right, it showed you your, like the health of the tool and everything too. You gotta be careful, because just like that, it takes long, like tools, like, they don't like drop instantly, it takes more time. So if you're trying to like, speed up and down the field like I usually do, then you're gonna miss and stuff on the edges, because you lift it up too early or something like that, or start driving forward before it's all the way down. That's a little more realistic too, and it looks like from the tiny bit of videos I've seen from FS22, that's what it's doing in that game too. It's more real. It sounds more real when the tools are going up and down, and they go up and down slower. From what I could see, I'm trying not to watch. I kind of want to watch some stuff, but I'm trying not to watch too much stuff so I can discover myself. I like turning right, so we start over here. Most of the games I did not water the fields. I let the rain take care of it. If it rained, then great. My field got... Oh, that's what it is. Irrigation is the water. Irrigation is the rain. Spraying is the, You know, maybe you can do pesticides too. So maybe spraying's pesticides. I can't remember. And yeah, you can fit, so you can fix like individual pieces of your tractor too, so you don't necessarily have to completely, you can fix like just the suspension or just the engine, or steering's probably one of them. There's like 4 or 5 different things. And that will affect like certain things. I'm not even sure if I've even done goats myself in this game. I probably bought the DLC and then never did them. I'll have to look to see where it shows where your stored crops and whatnot. And then you can sell stuff, you don't even have, like, so that's one way in the beginning to get going. Like, you don't even have to transport the crops. You can sell it, like, directly from the tablet, directly from your silos or vegetable warehouses or whatever. You take a hit guess it would be a transportation fee that they have to come pick it up, but you don't even need trailers or trucks or anything if you didn't want to. You could just, well, I scratched that. You do need at least one trailer to get it into the silo. But you could buy the cheapest trailer if you wanted to make, that's kind of what I did in the beginning, and then just make multiple trips back and forth to the silo to dump it. And we're done. So now we should probably get in this guy, because he should have the no, it looks like it's empty. So these things you kind of just, depending upon what it is, you pull up next to the fertilizer or pesticide things to fill them, and then it costs you money. Pesticide 16, no, I don't want pesticide. So yeah, that's what it is. Irrigation is water, spraying is pesticide. No, so I gotta figure out which one's the fertilizer. I thought it was right there, because these are gonna be your potato, rye, barley, that stuff. Or the fertilizer must be just bags. I think that's what it was. This is probably potatoes though. Yeah, that's gonna be potatoes. I swear this is both. Oh no, yeah, there's the blue and white bags of the fertilizers. I knew they were right next to one another. It's like, what the hell? Or is this just a sprayer? I can't even remember myself. Maybe it can only do... This must be only pesticide, is what it is. Do we have a fertilizer spreader? That's for the orchard sprayer, mix wagon, forage, baler, herb, disc, drip side. Okay, it's not another. Cultivation has everything. And I can't remember if it tells you if you own one or not. I mean, we own the biggest one of these. Yeah, it does show. But at least I can see in here, like... Yeah, it's a spreader. I think that's what it is. Field sprayer. I can't remember if they can do both. Probably not, that's probably what it is. So what are they called? Sigma RN Borna and Sigma 610 Antec. Do we have one of those? I can't remember how to do any of this. Yeah, Sigma and Borneo. We do have one. So where is it? There it is. So, let's get the fertilizer spreader first. And it's 205 pounds, so it's empty. How do we turn our beacon on? Turn on my beacon, God. Alright, here we go. Now we should be able to get fertilizer. There we go. Yeah, and like even like that, it will tell you how much it's gonna cost, like, to fill it up. Ooh, this thing doesn't like it. Yes, I mean, look at that. How much the load is, the tractors are affected by all the loads and everything. Keep my press the wrong buttons. So now we're gonna head on over there and fertilize it. Because I can't remember if it matters what order you do things in. I can't remember if I have to plant it first. And I probably could even ship that or basically I ship one of the tractors into the virtual garage and then ship them to that shed so I don't have to drive back and forth. It's like, it costs you money at some point in time. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been something like your first delivery, like when you buy it at the shop to your shed is free, but then after that it costs you money to transfer them from like shed to shed kind of thing, something like that. That's why we almost should play from the beginning again, but kinda don't want to do that. But that, I'll leave that up to you guys. Not that it wasn't fine, but they want you to do certain things at certain times, whether it's may or not be the smart thing to do at that time. They're just kind of basically teaching you how to do everything. But what they don't tell you, a big thing that they don't tell you is they'll, for example, show you how to, or tell you to plow the field, cultivate the field, plant the field, that type of stuff, like, oh, go buy this big equipment and then do this. But in the very beginning, I think it is, they have you plant potatoes on the field right next to your farm, but then after 3 days or whatever, it ripens, and then you don't have a harvester or one of those ones you pull behind your tractor, and there's like basically no possible way you have enough money to buy one. So you either have to kind of ignore the next step of more or less what I'm getting at is either you have to just plow over the field and plant something else there and continue on, or you gotta kind of just stall and ignore the next step until you keep on grinding in the other field that you own until you have money to buy a potato harvester, which would take a long time. So that's why it's almost, you kind of almost got to plant it along with their step, and then basically ignore that field kind of, because you don't have the money to buy the crops, or plant the wrong thing on that field, which it wouldn't necessarily be the wrong thing, but they suggest potatoes. You can plant whatever you want of the crops that they have in this game. So there is certain times when they'll tell you to do stuff, but you can't do it unless you like keep grinding and make money on your first field. They'll be like, buy a greenhouse. It's like, wait a minute, I have $12,000. The greenhouse costs $25 or whatever it ends up being. It's like, so I gotta sit here and plant this field over and over again until I have money, that type of thing. And then now we're gonna find out, like I said, I can't remember. And then we're gonna zoom all the way out on the, we already are, yeah, we're gonna zoom all the way out on the mini-map so we can see this changing. I can't remember if it matters what order you do it in, so that's what we're gonna find out. And I don't know how many meters or anything this thing throws, so we're just gonna guess. Work. So work means turn your tool on. Yep, see now it's getting all wet. Fertilizing is going up. Minimap color is changing. So you kind of gotta play this game with your hand on all the buttons. That's kind of the only problem, because then you can be accelerating and hit your function button to turn your stuff on. So you're like there, like I'm talking about something. This was the one that annoyed me the most. I knew that your tools would take a while to go up and down, so I learned to like wait before I drove off. But like the fertilizer spreaders and the water and the spray and that type of stuff is the same way. It's kind of, there's a delay before it actually, which I mean same thing, it's real, but there's a delay before it actually starts. So like there, like I turned it on, I want to take off, but it doesn't start spraying out the back for a minute. So actually I might as well do everything. So we'll plant next, and then we'll do I might have missed, see, I might have turned it off too early and missed that little, the edge. And usually the best place to, if you're not at 100% and you care and you want to get to 100%, the best places to check are going to be along the very edges of the fields. I'm gonna have to figure out, like, see, I keep doing it. I'm gonna have to figure out where it shows how much crops you have in your silo, and I have no idea how much it holds or anything, because I used to, kind of like I do in Farming Simulator, I didn't really use it, just sell the crops right away. Alright, see, I keep on wanting to floor it. Come on. Alright, so are we at 100? Yeah, see, 99%. So that's good. Then you can go and try and look on your mini-map to see if you can see the spot. But I had already said I thought I missed it up here, so... see if that's the spot. That might be. No, this is where you probably could just leave it be, because otherwise you're going to waste a lot of fertilizer trying to find that 1%. And sometimes it doesn't update immediately too, so like there's been times where I've been going up and down the field for a while and then drove away all angry and then walked back on the field and said it was 100%. It's like, what? It's usually like the corners or the edge of the field is where you miss it. I'm just going to drive it up a little bit. then forget about it. Because I don't want to waste all my... That might be right. Is it right there? Nope. Yes, yeah, it was. There's a little speck right there. So now we're at 100% now. Actually, there's only a couple minutes of the video, so that's gonna be it. I'll try and just stand by the tractor. Get a nice shot of that. Because the video's gonna end in a couple minutes, so before we're driving, not having something good to look at for my ending screen. Because I basically just record it as I'm playing and then upload it straight from there, and it where the video ends that's what your thumbnail is how it's set up, I think. So I gotta be careful of that because they say people like the thumbnails, that's why they watch your videos. So before we try and drive all the way back, and while we're getting over it, chat, we'll stand here. I'll jibber jabber for a second, so please, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and definitely comment on this video what you want me to do. Should we just stay in this save game and just continue on from here with where I'm at, with basically owning all the clean energy and 3 fields that we haven't even started yet, or playing one of my other scenario save games, start the career over, start free farming over with a certain whatever amount of money or whatever. What do you want? And that's probably going to be about it. I don't think I'm going to record another one. I have them at an hour right now, but I'm sure after this video I'll change those back to... maybe not. It's like, because people don't watch the whole video, I know that. But you can fast forward, and especially since we might leave it at an hour for a little while, because Farming Simulator 22 is coming out in a day. We're going to be playing that, and we're probably going to need time to get stuff done. And then we'll switch back to half an hour. Because even myself, I understand. I see an hour-long video and like, no, I don't have an hour to watch this. Or I don't have the attention span to... You can go in the house over there. There's like there's a fireplace in there. You can't... It's just on, I think. I can't remember. No, that's right. I think you, the lights of the fireplace is something you can turn on and off. You don't sleep in the house, though. You sleep where that blue icon is with the clock right there. And you can sleep whenever you want, for however long you want. So, like, I could go to sleep right now if I wanted to. I don't have to wait till 7 o'clock at night or something, and I can sleep for days. Like, literally days. You can sleep for any amount of time you want, for hours, or you can sleep for a couple days. Like, since it takes 3 days to, for your crops to grow, like, if you really wanted to, you could plant the field and then sleep for 3 days. And then wake up and harvest the field. But that's not what they want you to do. During that 3 days is when you're going to be making money and grinding your greenhouses, or like in my country save game,